Look at adding and subtracting polynomials. Now, polynomials are the broad term for monomials, polynomials, trinomials. So it can have as many terms as you would like. Now, we always write polynomials in what we call standard form, which means you'll place them in descending order with the largest degree first to the smallest degree. Now, some of these things that we have, just some terminology. So standard form is right here, 2x to the third plus 5x squared minus 3x plus 7. Now the leading coefficient is the number in front of the variable. That's the leading coefficient. The degree is the number, is the exponent. And then the constant term is this last term. All right, so that's the standard form for a polynomial. And we'll always put our answers in standard form. Now some other things that we'll see. Monomial, all right, a one-term polynomial like 2 or 2x. Those are examples of monomials. Binomial is a two-term, so something like x, plus 2, 2x minus 1. Examples of binomials. Trinomials are three-term polynomials, so basically a quadratic, something like 2x squared or x squared plus 2x minus 1. That's an example of a polynomial. Now, polynomials can also have four terms or more, but these are the monomial, binomial, trinomial. It should be easy to remember. Mono meaning one, bi meaning two, tri meaning three. Now, the key to adding and subtracting polynomials is to combine like terms. Now, we have two different methods that we can use. We can use a horizontal method or a vertical method, and I'm going to show you both. In the first one, I'm going to show you what we call the horizontal method. So we're going to add 6x squared minus x plus 3 to negative 2x plus x squared minus 7. Now you'll notice the first one's in standard form, the second one's not. But what I have to do is I have to remember to combine like terms. So I'm going to say 6x squared plus x squared, all right, is 7x squared. Now what I can do is just cancel those out so that I know that I've used them. In my next part I have a negative x plus a negative 2x, and that's a negative 3x. And again, you can go back and say, okay, I've used those. And the last part is I have a plus 3 minus 7, so I have a minus 4. And so that's my answer in standard form, 7x squared minus 3x minus 4. All right, now let's look at subtraction. Now remember, when we subtract, we actually add the opposite. So we are going to basically change it into an addition problem. Now this time I'm going to use the vertical technique, and so the first one I'm going to write over 6x to the third. Now I'm going to skip a space or leave a space for where the x squared term would have been, and now I'm going to write plus 5x minus 3. Now the second polynomial here, I have to take the opposite of everything inside the parentheses, and I'm going to line it underneath the like terms. So I'm going to have a negative 2x to the third. I'm going to have a negative 4x squared. I'm going to have a positive 3x, and I'm going to have a negative 1. But you can see I've lined up all of my like terms. So now it should be real easy to add these together. All right, I end up with 8x to the third minus 4x squared plus 8x minus 4. And that's the vertical technique of subtracting or adding polynomials.